So I just wanted to cover a couple of items here when we are coloring these animals, these cubistic animals with watercolor. You want to have a transition from dark to light, and they do not necessarily have to be going in the same direction. So if you look at this purple shape right here, I have it going from dark from on the right to light on the left, and then this blue shape is doing the opposite. So I do want to see transitions of color and value. When you have little spots like the nostrils on the nose, you don't have to have any transitions. You can just color them in solid. So you can also blend colors together. So if I wanted to have not so much a green, I wanted to have like a blue-green, I can take these colors and I can blend them together to create different varieties of color. And when you are painting, you're starting, make sure you have a good size brush, and if you find that it's getting very sloppy, go with a smaller brush. So you're going to pick a spot that you want to be darker, and you're going to hit that area with the paint as dark as possible. Then I'm going to clean my brush a little bit and add some water, and then you can see I'm going a bit lighter with the color. And if I remove the paint from the brush each time, see what I'm doing is actually I'm drying my brush right now, and I'm just pushing whatever paint I have available and bringing it over to the space, just like that. Now if something is not looking right, like let's say that you want to clean something up because you're not really happy with, you don't think you stayed in the lines, or if you want to switch a color completely. The one cool thing about watercolor paper is that it acts a lot like a sponge. So you can put some water on your space and then hold down some paper towel, and you can kind of sop up some of the color, so you can see that it's removing quite a bit of paint. So if I find that maybe I went too dark, or even if I want to change the color a little bit, you can actually lift off some of the paint. So your tag board or your drawing paper doesn't really have that much ability to do that, not as well as the watercolor paper. So another thing I want to stress is that in each of these spaces that are created either by the contours of your subject or by the lines that you made, they're going to be painted differently. All right, all these spaces are going to be painted separately. All right, whether it's different colors, or if you're just switching the gradient, the light to dark. It's okay if you have colors that are next to each other. You just want to make sure that the spaces that are next to each other are painted differently. So if I wanted this to go from dark to light, and I wanted this to be purple as well, I wouldn't paint it all solid. I would go dark to light, switch it up a little bit. Should not be painted the same way. All right, but actually for my project, I prefer to have colors that are separate from one another. So you can see here, as I'm painting, I have colors bleeding on top of other colors because I have wet space and wet space. So again, take a wet paper towel, you can pull up some of the water and you can almost practically erase it. So you're going to paint your subject all in similar colors. I'm going to go with cool colors here. So I'm going to go with my greens, my blues, my purples, and then my background's going to be all yellows, oranges, and reds. All right. So I will show you the end result when I have it done, and I'll post it.